Alright guys, today I wanted to give a talk, a small talk about time frame for your success. And the reason I had a conversation with one of my students, I'm 53, but I'm followed by a lot of young people. And I like Gary Vee because he is very true and very genuine in what he does and what he says, right? And what he teaches people. So the other day I was watching one of his Instagram live, I think it was, and he said to young people, don't put time frame on your success. That's the most unhappiness come from putting too much expectation on yourself, especially if you're a young person, you're 18 or you're 20 or you're 25, and seems like you want to achieve success. And gurus, people like myself, are partially to blame because what happens very often, people come, not me, I mean, I don't do BS, but people rent Lamborghini and say, hey, they deceive people in their first months, you can make $50,000. And it hurts a lot of people. Gary Vee said that he actually knows people that committed suicide because in their mind they did not have grown up to those expectations. And it's not very good. We cannot, as gurus now, give even free advice. I mean, you cannot even talk to anyone. You cannot ask a question unless you show Visa or MasterCard. Of course, we're all in business. I mean, I have my own tutorial, but I answer a lot of questions when I know that there's no way from people to buy, especially from their countries, to buy my tutorial. Still try to impact people. So let's talk about Shopify. Let's have a concrete conversation about setting your expectation and setting your timetable to your success when it comes to Shopify store. Now, obviously, I like to repeat that Instagram and e-commerce and Shopify, just like any other business. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna fail. And in order to go through that learning curve and learn things, you need to dedicate time. And I remember myself being 20 years old, and I thought, it's like, God, life, when I'm 30, I thought the life is over. I'm very old, and now here I am, 53 years old. Now, so the truth is we live very long life. Now people live 70, 80. And believe me, I don't feel any different. I mean, I don't have as much energy, but I don't feel any different, much different that I felt when I was 20. I still have my ambition. I still have my goal. I still want to be happy and things like that, right? So, young people, relax. Relax that requirement that you put on yourself, artificial requirement that you have to buy Mercedes or BMW by 25 or whatever it is. It's not gonna serve you very well. Be aware that business takes time to build. Again, I refer to Gary Vee. He said, to somebody who came to him and said, I have a dream and I want to achieve it, in 2 weeks. He said, this is a dream, dude. This is a dream. It takes years. If it's anything that worthwhile takes your effort and take years to fulfill. Again, I drifted a little bit from e-commerce and Shopify, but when you build a store, and some people came and bought my tutorial, and there I, of course, reveal my 5 items that helped me to generate $277,000. It's just first item, first 5. Obviously, I had more than 5 items. And I give all real Facebook ads, and I show real sales. In front of your eyes, real sales coming on a brand new account. I build all Shopify store. You can check in a link and buy, and I have a webinar for those of you that didn't follow me maybe. But look, I'm Ukrainian immigrant to United States. I mean, I remember, I live in total poverty. I use the paint to paint something like this, Adidas. There was no real Adidas, or there was Adidas that cost the whole monthly salary to buy a beanie like this. Why do you think I'm wearing this? Because I thought one day maybe, for me, my dream was to buy a real Adidas. If I had real Adidas, oh my gosh. But look, life changed. So when you come to your business and start building Shopify, you have nothing. You are young. you say you went and you purchased my tutorial. Now you just saved 2 years of your life, maybe, but maybe you don't purchase tutorial. You do it on your own. Well, you spend 4 years, 5 years of your life. You go through mistakes, but you build your store. It's very difficult to start because what happens, you are young, you are susceptible, you're still making mistakes. It takes time to get that understanding. You don't have email list. Remember, in Shopify, in any online business, and that's what the so-called guru will never tell you, you don't really make that much money on a front end. And people are very surprised when they come to Shopify. They said, I just breaking even. Some people actually kill their successful Facebook ads. They said, I just broke even. The ad doesn't bring me money, and they kill the ad. And then when I talk to them and I find out how much money, how many customers because of that ad, the email list they accumulate. I said, you're out of your mind. You just killed the ad that helped you to create your email list. But yes, even big corporation, they breaking even on the front end. And I'm not saying that this is your goal. Obviously, when I sold my store, just before I sold my store, my even on the front end, I had 2.5. So my return on ad spend was 2.5. But if you acquire a customer, and in some, depending on the industry, maybe it's $7, $8, who knows, something like that, then you are still okay, because remember, you have to email. By emailing those customers, by kind of using your back end, you're making all the money. And all big marketers, whether they sell physical or digital product, are rich, wealthy because of their back end, because they're making so much money on the back end. So when you fail to understand, and obviously when you're young, you don't have big email lists, but you have to start emailing people, even if you email at least 3 people, for goodness sake. Start emailing right away, because it will generate some sales sooner or later. And then you're going to grow, you're going to create backend, and you're going to use an app. Like, this is obviously subject for different conversation. I mentioned Willie Opt-in, and and you make free plus shipping offer, and use an app like Shipping Hero, link in bio. So you slowly but surely you're gonna move to your success, but do not limit yourself, and don't say, hey, I have to be successful by 22, I have to be successful by 31. And if those predictions will not be fulfilled, then most of us gonna get very disappointed, and it's not good for you. Do your best, stay focused, stay motivated, learn every day, invest in your education, but don't put time frame on your success, because with Shopify store, even you get through my tutorial and you get all the items, it's still, those sales are my sales. They are not your sales. You have to go through this and make their own sale. I know that one first sale is the most precious sale, and then it's, when I sold my store, I had over 8,000 sales, and my average order was 3.5 items per order, so I knew what I was doing. Anyway, so especially if you're new, you're just in the beginning of your life, learning process takes time. Becoming successful takes time. Take it easy on yourself, not in a sense that don't work hard, don't work smart, but don't judge yourself too much. That's my recommendation. And learn, easiest path to success, to learn from people that achieved. If I'm a small fish for you, then go and click on link in bio and go and get Adrian book, Adrian Morrison store, who is my friend, and now I'm very privileged to call him my friend. He generated 7 million, around 7 million, just one of his Shopify store. If I'm small fish for you, then go and follow Adrian Morrison and download his book, watch his presentation of his Ecom Success Academy. This is a course that I've taken to generate 277K. Now, I have my own blueprint webinar you can watch. I have my own guide. I have 90 days Shopify link. If you have questions, I'm always here. DM me. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones who wants to make money online. Go see this guy, Vic. Let them DM, share at shopify.now. Let them come and ask me a question. I'm always here to answer question. Good luck, stay healthy, and I talk to you in the next episode.